Hi, my name is Tate, and along with my hiking partner in crime, Emily, we just completed our thru hike of the Long Trail in Vermont. Vermont's Long Trail is a 273-mile trail through the entirety of Vermont from Massachusetts to the Canadian border. The Long Trail started in 1910 and is the country's oldest long-distance hiking trail and the inspiration for the much longer Appalachian Trail that goes from Georgia to Maine. The Appalachian Trail follows the Long Trail for the first 100 miles of the Long Trail. Even though the Long Trail is shorter, it is very difficult in terrain and climbs over more than 70 mountains in its entirety. And this is the story of that journey. On our first day on the trail, we were dropped off by my mom and my dog, who also decided to hike the first couple miles of the approach trail with us. We took the Pine Cobble approach trail because it was shorter, but it turned out to be very steep and gained about 2,000 feet in vertical elevation in around 2.5 miles. Safe to say it was a very difficult first climb that left me red in the face and sort of doubting why I decided to go hiking for a month in the first place. But we made it up that climb, said goodbye to our chauffeurs, and headed towards the southern terminus of the Long Trail at the Massachusetts-Vermont border. We had a yummy lunch of cheese, crackers, and pepperoni on the side of the trail, and arrived at our first campsite, the Seth Warner Shelter. We made dinner, got our sleeping stuff out, and enjoyed our first peaceful night in the quiet woods.
Putting on boots, day 2. Pack looking big as ever. First campsite. Day 2.
Day two.
We have 13 miles to hike and we're leaving not early.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Santa's coming to town.
Get in after dark, ?
Spoiler alert, we did get in after dark. We left the Seth Warner Shelter and started our 13.3 mile day. We hiked across dirt roads, under power lines, past beaver ponds, and over our first bridge. We stopped for lunch at the Congdon Shelter and began a sharp descent down a hill to a road and then back straight up. It was a full house at the shelter, but they had a fire going, so we just popped our pot on the fire and boiled our water for dinner, and were able to get into our sleeping bags relatively quickly, and went to sleep on our second night of the trail. On our third day, we woke up at the Melville Nauheim Shelter and started hiking.
It's day 3.
Day 3?
Day 3. Put our covers on because we saw someone else with their cover on, so we did it too.
Yeah.
There was a barky dog in the shelter, but she was cute, so it was okay.
Might rain.
Might rain, might not.
It's okay, our clothes are wet anyway.
Yeah.
I'm so sweat.
Clothes are wet, spirits are high. Whoa!
We walked through pine forests that smelled like
Christmas!
And climbed up a fire tower that was built in the year 1927. I am so terrified of heights that I was tweaking out the whole time.
It's very windy.
We forged on, saw some newts and moose tracks. After a solid 12.7 mile day, we got to the Kid Gore Shelter just in time for a beautiful sunset and ramen in the dark.
Day 4! Our first rainy day. It's raining, but I have a bright colored raincoat and a positive attitude.
And pockets!
And so many pockets! Woo!
We discovered 30 minutes in that hiking in full rain gear, although it seems correct, is actually extremely difficult because you get insanely hot, so we took all of our rain gear off and just hiked in our t-shirt and shorts. We passed more beaver ponds.
4 grams of protein. It's gonna be so small for beef jerky. Helium. Push on it. Don't die. Oh.
After a 15.5 mile day, we made it to the Stratton Pond Shelter, saw a ridiculously beautiful sunset, and called it a night.
Day 5.
Day 5.
It's chilly this morning, so we took our sweet time, but we only have 5 hours to do today. And look, it's so pretty.
Oh, it's such a pretty lake.
The largest source of water on the long
I was
trail.
gonna say that.
Oh, do you want to say it too?
The largest source of water on the long trail.
Whoa, double info. Okay.
Fun fact.
Sometimes, bye. These factors influence autumn leaf color, leaf pigments, length of night, and weather, but not quite in the way we think.
We came across a rock that really looked like someone's tomb.
Tate, who died here? Friday the 13th. Ooh.
And we got to Peru Peak Shelter after a light 9 miles of hiking. Unfortunately, someone else had taken up most of the space in the shelter, so we decided to pitch our tent for the first time. It was a lovely, cozy night in that little tent, and we were very happy that we carried it with us so that we had a nice place to sleep.
Day 6.
Day 6.
We learned to get up at 7:30, but haven't learned to get out before 10.
Still took us 2 hours.
But
We slept in a tent.
for the first time, it was nice. I'm happy that we're carrying it now. It was like a little cave. I didn't want to get out.
Yeah.
Day 6.
Day 6.
We're experiencing our first trail angel.
A trail angel is someone who does stuff for hikers just out of the kindness of their heart. In this case, they left food just for hikers to eat.
They left
Goldfish.
and tea.
I'm not gonna want to pack that out though.
I don't want to bring the teas. I'm gonna leave the tea. Oh my god. Yes.
You need it now.
Yeah.
We climbed up a chairlift and had a snack sitting on the chairlift that was closed for the summer. Spooky. 13.2 miles later, we arrived at Peru Shelter and called it a night. And that is the end of part 1. That was 6 days, totaling 70 plus miles and 15 summits. Thanks for watching, and look out for part 2 next week.